Oh my gosh, did this work? Am I live? I have no idea. Hi, Ariana's mama. Thank you so much for joining the Brazy Bunch. Thank you so much for waiting in here and hanging out with me. I've been typing to you back and forth while I've been trying to get myself live. So welcome to the Breezy Bunch, the Breezy Bunch, the Breezy Bunch. That's the way Ariana's mama became a member of the Breezy Bunch. Do 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 do. Thank you so much for joining. We have some members only community posts and vlogs. Um, Hi, you guys. Happy Sunday. Yay! I know I figured it out. You know what it was? I'm such a dork. I paused my plan on StreamYards because I wasn't streaming all the time like I once was. So I paused the plan, and then when I went to go live, I was paused. So I had to fix it. Um, okay, so I think what I would like to do, I have a lot of fun with the live streams where like you guys ask me questions and like get to know me a little bit and we can relate. So I figured, hi Natty K, how are you? Happy Sunday. I figured what we could do is we could just talk. You guys could ask me really anything. I'm an open book. I'm feeling pretty open right now. And we could just talk addiction, life, whatever you guys want to talk about. So let's see. I want to double check. I don't think anything new has happened with Foodie. Let's see. Give me one second. I don't think there's any updated like community posts or anything. So I think we're good on that aspect. Hi, Sally. Welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. So, Sally, welcome. We react to like Foodie Beauty and Amber Lynn and Tila Tequila. We kind of react to everybody. For the most part, it's mainly Foodie because she takes up a lot of time. But we also do more on our channel. So I hope you'll like it. I hope you have a wonderful time hanging out with us. Good morning, overly attached girlfriend. Is that me? Am I the meme? You know, like of all the pictures Foodie could have chosen, out of all the pictures of me, like I do have crazy eyes sometimes. Like I admit it. Like that's the picture she chose to roast me with. Like I can roast myself with the best of them. Like I make fun of myself all the time, but like she didn't pick a bad picture. Like she didn't. I do live in California. I live in Southern California. Hey Quinn Daddy, how are you? So do we have anybody like in recovery in the chat right now? It could be recovery from anything. Like addiction isn't just drugs and alcohol. It's you could be addicted to really anything. And hey, first time catching your live. I'm in the UK. How's your kitchen coming along? It's coming along very nicely. There's a few things we gotta, I don't know, go over, but it's coming along really nicely. I'm redecorating your or remodeling your kitchen, you guys, is hard. And like you guys warned me, and I really thought it was going to be all good times and woohoo, remodeling. No, it's not. It's frustrating and it's a lot. But right now, so we just glossed. We redid the sink. I forget how you say it, reglossed, I think it is. And now we're looking at what to put up for the countertop. So it would take so much to dig all the tile out. Like it would be expensive. It would be a lot. So we found this. It's like, I think it's epoxy resin, you guys. And they literally mix it to look like stone. Like there's all these different types of like designs, I guess you could say. So we're going to do the countertops next, like hopefully in a week or so. You're working on your addiction, so going back to the ones you like. I get that, Cheryl. Been there, done that. Sally said, girl, you look 1,000 times better with your worst pic. Thank you. Then Chantel with her best picture. I mean, I'm not very photogenic. Like I take some really horrible pictures. So like if Foodie truly wants to roast me, like I can help you out. Like I will send you some pictures, Foodie. At least so you could get like one good dig in at me once. What was the hardest part of getting sober? Oh gosh. That's a really good question. The hardest part for me was dealing with myself. That's the hardest part, and learning to get out of your own way. I'm very good at getting in my own way. I'm very good at self-sabotaging. So the hardest part was like relearning basically how to live and to stay out of my own way. And I mean, I remember those being the most difficult. Also, the hardest parts too is like really facing everything. Like everything you did, you really have to face. And it's hard, but you come out so much stronger. You do. Um, Quinn said, "Hey, Ariana's mama. I dealt with being over prescribed meds and started meetings and stopped all my using to cope." Yeah, that happens a lot with medicine. It's so easy to get addicted to, and it's so hard because like some medications people need. So it's like, what do you do? I'm so proud of you for like facing it and realizing that it was a problem, and that's amazing that you were able to stop. And I'm proud of you. Garlic douchebag is in the chat. Would you ever date garbage garlic again? No, I don't even want to hear from that person ever again. No, God, no. That's all I have to say about that. I shouldn't have used God's name in vain. Gosh, no. There we go. That's how strongly I feel about it. Cheryl said, you keep going back to it, even though you know you don't feel great. Keeps you, yeah. Hey, Anna Maria, how are you? Good to see you. So let's see. I know tomorrow, hopefully Carrie doesn't mind that I'm sharing this. Tomorrow, you guys, it's going to be between 11 p.m. my time. So it'll be Monday. 11 p.m. Monday, or it'll be like 12 a.m. the latest. But Carrie and I are going to be doing a stream together. We're going to be collaborating, and it'll be tomorrow some point really late. That's all I know. And we're going to be talking about her experience with Shani, and we're also going to be talking about being like a mom in recovery. So I think that stream would help a lot of people. I think it would be like great for people to be able to relate, and for moms or dads to feel like less alone. So hopefully you guys will tune into that. I'm so excited. Like, I really respect Carrie as a creator. And I can't wait to like share a platform with her, or like a panel with her. You know what I mean? um, and the most important thing is to keep active and distracted, because then day by day you slowly start to not think about your addiction and learn to try to live without it. Yeah. It's true. And that's why they teach you, Sally, like in sober livings, like they really don't want you there during the day. They want you to go to your meeting, like go shower, eat breakfast, go to your meeting, and stay out and go looking for jobs, or stay out and stay at meetings all day. Like they really encourage you to not just sit around and think about like your addiction and what brought you there, because our minds can be a dangerous place to be alone, especially new in recovery. Like I've talked myself out of sober living, I don't even know how many times. Like, if we want to be real right now, there's so many times I cannot even tell you in my drinking history, my career, because it was a career at some point. I really went at it. Like, there's so many times, you guys, I was dropped off at a sober living, paid money to be there that day, signed everything. Maybe 2 hours later, I was out the door drinking. I was out the door. So yeah, like, it's dangerous to have so much time on your hands when you're new in recovery, and it's so good to stay busy. It really is. I wanted you to no. I'm sorry, you want me to ditch baby daddy for Gorlick? No. But if you have any more Gorlick questions, like, can we just get them out of the way so we can move on? Because, like, I live my life so happy with him not being, like, a part of it. So, and I don't mind, this Q&A is Ask Me Anything, but, like, can we just get the Gorlick questions out of the way so, like, I don't have to talk about it much longer. Great topic. Thank you, Anna Maria. I think it's, like, a lot of people can relate to it, whether people want to admit they've had problems with addictions or know somebody that's having problem with addictions. Like, we're all affected somehow, some way by it. And I think a lot of times too, like I said, people think of like addictions just drug and alcohol. No, that's not it. There's food, there's sex, there's gambling, there's an internet addiction, there's literally porn addiction, there's everything. So, like, it's not something everybody talks about, but maybe it's something we should talk about more. You have to make your mind that what you're doing is a lot. Yeah. I think if you're honest and upfront with yourself, like when you first get sober, like this is going to be a process and there's going to be some really hard parts, but like just stay strong, just hold on to your seat, and like you will get through this. I did a lot of self-talk to myself, like to get myself even to like go to meetings or like share or anything like that. Like I had to talk myself into it. And like let myself know it's gonna suck, but, like, you'll get through it and you'll just be stronger. You'll just be stronger. Um, the hardest part of recovery for me was getting out of my own head and learning what part of my actions played in all my bad times. I had to unlearn victim and see what part I'd played. That's a really important part, because I think too, like, when we're in addiction, we're always like, we're not the problem, it's everybody else, and it's like, "Why are people being so mean to me just because I wanna drink? Why are people being mean to me just because 'cause I'm high?" Like, we're constantly victims, right? Like, it's always, like, the world against us, and while shitty things can happen to us in addiction, like, horrible things happened to me that were not my fault, but I had to also look at the bigger picture, like, would certain things have happened to me if I was in my right mind and not putting myself in these situations? And that was very hard to look at. That was extremely hard to look at. Um, yeah, he's kind Oh, okay. Well, we all knew that, garlic. We all knew that. Nothing new here. Janet said, "I'm glad you have found positive ways to deal with your addiction. I deal with food addiction. It has to be dealt with every day." Yeah, it's we're stuck with this addiction, right? Like, I didn't ask to be born an alcoholic. I really would have chosen, like, many other things to be than an alcoholic, but, like, it's a part of my life, it's who I am. I'm recovered now, but, I will always be an alcoholic, so, like, how can I find ways to deal with this and know that I'm gonna be an alcoholic for life, so what can I do to make my days a little bit easier? I laugh at myself a lot. I laugh at myself a lot, like, um, I try and take the power out of all the hurting by sharing my story, so, like, a lot of times, sometimes, like, I will have a pity party for myself. It'll be, like, all of 5 minutes, but I'll be like, "Man, like, I've been through some fucked up stuff, like, why me?" Like, I've seriously had those moments where it's like, "Why me? Like, why was I chosen for this life?" But, like, I don't know. Like, I could sit there and I could throw myself a pity party all week, or I can be like, "Well, maybe I was strong enough to carry these burdens and these problems, and maybe I was chosen to deal with it so I can help somebody else not go through it, or I can help somebody else who's going through it right now." Um, I just try and be positive, like, you just have to find ways to work with it, like, I mean, am I so excited to be an alcoholic? No, like, is it the proudest thing I'm ever gonna be in my life? Probably not, but, like, I'm pretty damn proud to say I'm a recovered alcoholic and I put the booze down and I'm doing pretty good today. Sorry if I missed anything, let me scroll up, you guys. Uh Okay. Natty K said, "When did you start drinking, if you don't mind me asking?" I started at 12 and never learned how to really have fun as an adult without alcohol. It made it really hard to stop drinking. Okay, so, like, my official drinking, like, that I was able to do on my own and went all out was 21. Now I remember in high school, like, sampling, like, a wine cooler maybe, like, once or twice, maybe 3 times, but, like, I was never drunk, if that makes sense. Um so yeah, I feel like in my family at least, like, they're very straight edge, like my side of the family anyway, like very straight, like, and so everything was always like bad, right? If it wasn't something that wasn't in my home, like, it was just bad. So I was so curious about it. So yeah, and then I never learned how to really have fun as an adult without alcohol. It made it really hard to stop drinking. You just have to realize too, like, I don't know, like, I've been dancing in sobriety, and I was so scared to do that. I'm like, "I'm gonna be, like, the only sober person doing these things," but, like, who the F cares? Like, we could still have fun in recovery, and we don't have to, like, forget the evening to have fun or wake up the next day with regret to have fun. Um, there's so many things, like, I highly recommend everybody should go, like, if you used to dance before and you're wondering, like, and I'm not the best dancer, but I used to love going dancing, like, try things that you think that you would never do. So, like, if you're scared to go dancing, find a friend who won't drink with you that night. Like, even if you don't have sober friends, be like, "Will you be my designated sober friend?" And, like, go do fun things, because things are so much more fun sober. It's really I was just gonna say sex too. I'm not encouraging anybody to go out and, like, just have random sex, but, like, that's another thing. I never thought I could have sex sober. I was so scared to, but it's another thing that's, like, so much better when you are sober. Alright, let me scroll up. I'm 12 years into recovery myself, and I know hundreds of sober women in recovery programs. You're living your life on a ladder. Congratulations on your 12 years. That's amazing. I love your transparency. I can't talk sometimes, you guys. Because addiction comes in every form. Some just progress faster. Yes, so true. It's true. Some things are just like more noticeable, right? Like it's more noticeable if you're an alcoholic or if drugs are your, like, if that's your addiction. Like those you could just tell. Like if somebody has a internet addiction or a porn addiction or gambling, like would that be obvious to everybody else, or is that something that they could kind of, keep to themselves? So there's so many different addictions. Um, no, I'm old and my friends love to drink. Oh, sorry, Sally, I'm going right back to your comment. I will still partake. That's okay. If you don't have a problem with drinking and you partake in it, like I'm not out here trying to say like nobody on earth should be drinking. Like, I just think certain people can't. Like I'm allergic to it. I have no business drinking it. Whenever I drink alcohol, I break out into handcuffs. So I can never partake again. But other people can, and they're just fine. Sally said, at first it's fun and a social activity, then it creeps up and becomes a way of living, and you need it to survive the day. It's not so much because you want it to have fun, because it's a part of your life, because you need it. Yeah, at some point, like, okay, I was just talking about this with my best friend last night. We were talking about MFW, and they were saying like, maybe she should just put the bottle down. And it made me think. And at first I was like, yeah, it's easy to tell somebody just to put the bottle down, right? Or the drug down. And they're not an addict or an alcoholic, so they didn't mean any harm. But then I had to sit there and think, and I'm like, in all actuality, I used to drink like MFW. Like I know that in 2 hours from when she ends that live stream, or even an hour, like her body's going to crave that alcohol. Every few hours, she's going to have to take that drink just to like be okay and to not start shaking or have seizures or whatever. Um, and at some point it just becomes not fun anymore, and you need it to survive. And like that's so sad, and like I don't miss that part at all. I don't miss that part. And if you're going through that right now, I want to encourage you right now, like it sucks, because I was at that place in my drinking where like actually got in even to the point where every 30 minutes I would have to like get some sort of alcohol in me. um, it's horrible. It's awful. It's not fun. It's probably one of the worst parts of like, not one of the worst parts of addiction, but it's one of the worst parts and the scariest parts, because you don't know what's going to happen. Like, what if I can't get that drink in 30 minutes? Like, what if I can't? What if I can't get that drug into me? But I want to let you know, if you're going through that right now, like, please consider a detox. Like, even if you go to the ER and like, people are going to get mad at me. I don't encourage people to go to the ER. If you're in withdrawals from alcohol, you need to go to the ER, because you can die. Like withdrawing from alcohol is deadly. I want to encourage you to go to detox or go to the ER, and like don't be scared if you think people are going to be mean to you or judge you or care that you're on drugs there. They don't. They've seen it all. And like once you fully get detoxed, you will be so much better and feel so much better. And it's such a freeing feeling when you could go 2 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours without that drink or drug. So I don't know, something just told me to say that right now. Are we still talking about him? If garbage did it win the lottery in Madden? No, there is nothing that could make me give him a chance. So like I think we're done with these questions. Like there's nothing. Like if he crawled from Maryland to California to apologize, I wouldn't even answer the door. So no more questions about him. I think there's only so many different ways you can word this. Like, no, I would never give him another chance. No, I never want to hear from him again. I think we've settled that. So let's move on. You don't think I was an alcoholic, Cheryl? Oh, I don't know what to tell you. I've had a stroke because of alcohol. I've had a seizure where I was choking on my own vomit because of alcohol. I fell 40 feet off of a balcony onto my head, and only survived actually because I was an alcoholic. That's the only reason I survived is because I was an alcoholic. So I don't know what to tell you. I've almost died. I don't know how many times. Like I wasn't just a drunk. I was a full blown alcoholic. Um, so that's that. All you can do is take one day at a time. I watch what I eat. I know I want to live longer to see my kids grow, so I have to keep this weight off. You are on the right track. You got this, Janet. You got this. Do you want to know? Because okay, I wasn't like, let me think of how carefully I want to word this. I used to be at the start of COVID, not the start, like maybe 6 months into it, I got up to like 220, 225. Because I was bored and because I don't know. I was bored, I was scared, I was sober, and the only thing to really do was eat. I'm just being honest right now. To lose the weight, I found like if you're looking for healthy ways to like figure out what works for you and your body, like don't laugh at me right now because I know Amberlyn does the intuitive eating, like no, but really, like I don't know. The best way I could describe it is like when I'm craving something sweet and I really want to get a McFlurry from McDonald's or like, you know what I mean? Like some kind of frozen yogurt, some topped with all kinds of candy. I'll go get an acai bowl that has like fruit and cacao nibs and stuff like that. Um, so like I'll listen to my body, but like I tweak it into like healthy snacks, if that makes sense. Um, I don't know. If anybody wants like a video when my kitchen's done, I could do like a what I eat in a day. And maybe that'll give you guys some ideas. But I found like dieting and all that stuff, like you really have to put 100% into it. So like we're watching Foodie and Amberlyn always on a diet, always doing this stuff, right? But like they don't actually put in the work and they don't see what works for them and they don't see anything all the way through. They want immediate results and it just doesn't work like that. Like I don't know, just like if you have thinning hair, right? Like I have thinning hair. It was really thin before. Like really thin and I've been taking biotin for what like 6 7 months now. I'm barely getting new hair growth. So things take time. Like you're not going to see results immediately. But like do try the intuitive eating. It works. But like don't say like, "Oh, I want flaming hot Cheetos." And so I'm intuitive eating. I'm going to go get them. Like I don't know, listen to your body. Like if you're craving something salty, what can you have that's not chips, but that has a little bit of salt in it that will help that craving? Does that make sense? Natty K said, "It's hard to say, but no, my son is way more important to me now than being hungover. I'm so happy I could be in control and think about the consequence and choose not to drink or use." Isn't it such a good feeling, like, when you know you can face crap and not have to, like, numb yourself over it? Um, I remember feeling, like, very proud of myself, like, the first, like, conflict I had in my life or the first problem that I was able to handle sober, I was, like, so proud of myself. Um, Shauna outside said, "Yes, very true, you can die from alcohol withdrawal if you are dependent, but although opiate withdrawal is terrible, your body won't shut down." True. Sally said, "Just remember your mind and willpower is so much stronger. You just need to dig deep and find it." True. And once you find it, the world is your oyster and nothing can get in your way. Life tastes better. I love that. Very well said, Sally. And you appreciate life so much more. You do. You do. I like, I don't know, like people probably laugh at me, but like I spend so much time out of my day, like looking up in the sky or taking pictures. Just looking at like the beauty around me. And it's because like in addiction, I forgot birds were outside chirping. In addiction, I forgot there was dolphins jumping out of the water. Like when you go to the beach, I forgot all of this stuff. Like, so I don't know when you're sober and like your mind is just clear again, like you realize like beauty is all around you. It really is. I was 232 pounds, and now after taking control of my life, down to 116, Sally? Oh my gosh, what have you been doing? Can you tell us like some of the things that you found have helped for you? Cheryl said, "I drink to get drunk. You do replace it. If I can replace a $12 vodka with $100 other things." Yeah, thank God it was not food, but you need a replacement. I don't know if you like, you know what you should do if you're struggling right now too? I remember the first year I got sober, I downloaded this app that like told me how much money I was saving by not buying alcohol. That was a motivator in itself. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know. See, replacements, do you mean that like you should replace your addiction with another addiction? Because I don't think so. I don't think it should be like a healthy replacement. Like instead of, let's say I was going to spend I spent a lot on alcohol. Let's say it was like $60 on alcohol. Um, let's say I was going to spend that, like I could go donate some of that. I could take my child out for, I don't know, Build-A-Bear, dinner, everything. Like there's different things I could have spent that money on, or I could put it away and put it towards a house remodel. There's different, is that what you mean? Like instead of spending it on booze, drugs, food, you could spend it on something else? Um, you do love that. I mean, it's not like I'm eating anything like fancy or anything. Like it might be kind of boring, but actually it's not really boring. I don't know. Like I have fun treats every once in a while. Like my city has a lot of like fun places to eat and like treats and like healthy stuff too. So maybe like we'll do what I eat in a day at home, and then one of the days I'll go like what I do in a day in my city. And like we can go to, we have a very famous donut place that's mentioned in movies and TV shows. Like maybe we could go to that very famous donut place. And then we'll go get a healthy like veggie sandwich for lunch after. Um, Mega said, I lost 50 kilograms whilst being a fro. Oh, you were a beezer. And you lost weight while being a beezer. I think that's like, they need to take a note from you. Chantel would always give me shit for doing keto, but it just motivated me to push harder and reach my. I'm so proud of you. Yes and no. Then what do you mean, Cheryl? Sometimes it's hard to tell, like what people mean, like or like their tone of voice or things. So I might be getting everything wrong with you, Cheryl. So I'm sorry. It changed my way of life. Wake up early, get my steps in, eating more healthy. Cut out soda, keep active. Even if watching TV, I'll be on my treadmill or exercise bike, and your 4 kids keep you active. You have a lot going on. Wow. I need to take some motivation from you. Oh, cut out soda. I don't know how I would ever do that. Like, that's like the one thing. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is. I think um many times, like, I think in the beginning, like when I first got sober, there were certain things like with soda that replaced the alcohol, since we're talking about replacing. So like in the morning, I would wake up and pop a beer open, for example. First thing, take a beer to the shower with me, take a beer wherever I was like it was me and beer. You could not separate us. Um, where was I going with this? Oh yeah. Wait, now I lost my train of thought. Oh no, we're back on the soda. Sorry. That's when my ADHD kicks in. Sorry, you guys. Okay, for me in the beginning of addiction, I think like popping a soda, I mean, sobriety, popping a soda, like hearing the can open did something to my brain, especially when I was in sober living. Like I had a soda for breakfast the entire time for every sober living, but it did something to my brain. Like instead of popping open a beer and hearing it like, or whatever, like I did that with a soda and it got me through a lot. There was a lot of times I tricked myself that way. Um, but, like, I'm not, like, the hugest, like, coffee drinker, so, like, I get my caffeine from soda. I don't know, Sally. Maybe I'll follow you and quit soda, take soda out of my diet. Oh, no, you need there goes chocolate, sugar. Yeah, a lot of times when I was going through withdrawals, with alcohol withdrawal, I would chew on chocolate or, yeah, sugar. Erin, hello! I just mentioned you a little bit ago. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I'm sorry I didn't tell you I was live, but I will text you in a bit. A steel chair. No, Lisa Rinna. Oh, I don't even like Lisa Rinna in real life, and now I have a fake one in the chat. No, that's not true. And I know that you have asked that on approximately like 855 different accounts in like 24 hours, Lisa Rinna. But no, I didn't. And if you have any questions for that, there's actually a video where I talk about my arrests and everything that I have been through. Um, I tell on myself, so there's like no need to add, like, did you really beat your grandpa with a steel chair? Like, I talk about the things I've been arrested for. I didn't beat anybody up, definitely not with a steel chair. Um, but like, you don't have to add like these little lies in. And since you got your question in this live stream, there's really no need for you to ask the same question again in 5 minutes, okay? So if you want to look for the video, Aaron, will you share it for me in the chat for fake Lisa Rinna? It's the Shanny for Christ calls me a CUNT. It's in that video I talk about all my like arrests and stuff. If you wouldn't mind, thank you. Megan said she shouldn't listen to anything I ever said. Then she blocked me because I cracked it because I was mad at her for paying Koki's rent. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm proud of you for just waking up and getting out of the Beezer community. Like, her and her VIBs are so toxic. Like, she complains about like FFG, me, all these other like reaction channels, but like, look at our chat versus hers. Like, her chat, her Beezers, everybody, like, they're so vile about everyone and everything. Like, it's a difference. It's like a big difference. Like, we are not the same. We are not the same. We react to Foodie, but we are not the same as her Beezers. Thank you, bestie. Just remember every can of soda. I know, Sally. Here, I'm putting it up there so it'll remind me. It has at least 25 grams of sugar and it's just empty calories, at least 100 calories for one can. I really like Coke Zero though, and Diet Coke. That's how I make myself feel better. I don't know. I'm not perfect. Like, I have things I need to change like everybody else. Eventually I'll work on, you know what I could do with the soda thing? Just start decreasing it. Um, Maybe that's what I'll do, like wean myself off. I sound like such an addict right now, but like, I don't, let me have my damn soda at least for a little bit longer, you guys. But Sally, I'm literally like, you planted a seed in my mind and I'm grateful for that. Okay, so fake Lisa Rinna, here is the video. Aaron was nice enough to link it for us. You can hear about all my arrests and my addiction in that video. And nowhere in there does it mention a metal chair or me beating anybody up. All right. Yeah, I was there when Joe was there. Karate Joe, I forgot about him. Loved Marissa and a few others, but I realized that they were so toxic. Wasn't Karate Joe like he had some really bad things going on? I don't, Marissa was Missy Moo. Is that who you're talking about? I think it came out Marissa was Missy Moo, right? Um, I'm glad you're out. I'm glad you're out of that gang. I guess I don't bees are gang. Sally said her chat are sheep and they just follow her. They have no brains. You know what I find is sad? Like, her chat really doesn't give two flying F's about her. Like, they encourage her to do some of the worst stuff. Like, she's already doing bad and they encourage her to do worse. They'll tell her like how amazing she's doing when she clearly is doing horrible and terrible things and making like awful decisions. And that's sad to me that she doesn't even have like anybody that cares enough anymore, because if you try and tell her anything positive, she blocks you. Like, she turned on me like when I was just trying to give her advice in my videos. And that's why like me and Breezy came out, because I was literally just trying to give her like, hey, I've been through some of this crap. And I used to be way too nice. And then for some reason, she got mad at me one day and started attacking my child and all kinds of stuff. And so then, not even mean Breezy, just not putting up with her shit anymore, Breezy. Like, not taking the higher road anymore, Breezy, because like, is taking the higher road really getting me that far with her? Is it just allowing her to walk all over me, talk more shit about my child and everything else? So, Marissa? Missy Moo? I mean, if you say so. Coke Zero is life. I love Coke Zero. It is positive, I mean. And yeah, Joe was a convicted sex offender. He was doxxed and was living with his mother, I believe. Lovely. That's the kind of people Foodie attracts. That's just lovely. And I hope his poor mother is okay. So they're called beezers because like she always beezes, right? Like she always wants to beeze, which is pretty much like being up to no good, causing trouble, getting high, like basically being up to no good, right? Um, and I guess they are proud to be called beezers. Yay, Aaron. Yeah, thank you for sharing the link. And yes, Coke Zero for life. Um, I think it's an act. I don't think Marissa slash Missy Moo is very nice at all. Um, I think it's an act. I think she's trying really hard to like change her image. Like, ever since I've been remodeling and stuff like that, so is Missy Moo. And I started posting, like, healthy snacks I was making. So did Missy Moo. I think she just kinda takes on whoever's identity that she wants at the moment. So, like, Foodie Beauty, like, I don't know, she really wanted to be her bestie and she wanted to be Foodie. I guess she wanted the attention, the views, the money. So she kinda took on her personality. Then she decided she was gonna try and be somebody else. So now she's trying to take things from my channel and be like a mini Breezy, and it's scary. Mini Breezy. No. Anyways, it's just weird. I don't think she's actually nice. I think she will just take on whatever identity it is that she wants to be that day. She can't climb the high road. No. Hey, Sarah. Good to see you. Um, oh, a Red Bull. I cannot drink Red Bull, but when I used to drink Red Bull, I used to really like the sugar-free because it tasted like Pixie Sticks. I can't drink it anymore because, well, one of two reasons. Like, one, I feel like I get anxiety now after I drink it. Like, I don't know if it does something to my body or it's just like I have bad memories with it, so it's like a mental thing. But when I used to like go like to the bars and clubs, like um Red Bull and yeah, was one of my Red Bull and vodka was one of my drinks. So like now I just can't. I think it's just in my mind and it gives me a reaction or something, but I used to really like the sugar-free. Um Any questions, Soren? Ask away. Yeah, if you have any questions, Erin knows a lot about the foodie stuff, pretty much everything we watch. So, if I can't answer it, she can. I know others in the chat too. Obviously, Mega's been a Beezer, so she's a former former Beezer. What is it called? Rehabilitated Beezer. She's just not a Beezer anymore, and we're very happy for her. Yeah, Marissa is Missy Moo. I do not like her at all. Missy Moo is a horrible person with the shit she's done and said. I am just gonna be really honest. I am worried for that person and I'm worried for anybody in her life or that comes into contact with her. Um, she's sick. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it. She's talked so much shit about me and my former situation, my child. She's literally shared pictures of my child and compared me to Casey Anthony. So I'm just gonna say this: like, I'm worried for anybody in Missy Moo's like real life or anybody who gets like sucked up into her lies, thinking that like she's changed and she's really sorry because she literally compared me to Casey Anthony. She doxed multiple people's families, like people that like in detail too. Not she didn't just dox a reactor. She went into like to find a husband who's like sick and not doing so well, to find like a cousin, to find like all like an ex-husband. Like she goes way too far and it's sick. And then she apologizes and then she says she's not dealing with Foodie anymore. And then she goes back that night or the next day and does things even worse. And then she's sorry again. Um, I want to know, I'm just going to say it. I've been waiting to talk shit. So here I go. This is my moment. Let me have it. Um, she's talked so much shit about me as a mom, like so much shit. And like, how do I run a reaction channel while being a mom? Like, I am so productive and like, my videos and my live streams aren't very long. When Foodie was live 855 times a day, Missy Moo was in every single live stream. And then when those live streams would end, she was making community posts like, the community posts Foodie's doing now, Missy Moo was doing those. So that's why I think Missy Moo is doing Foodie's community posts now, if that makes sense. So remember, like, Missy Moo used to compare me to Bert and Ernie or make fun of my nose or like turn me in different reactors into like movie posters or compare us to serial killers. Like that's what Foodie's doing now. She doesn't know where to stop, Anna Maria. And she will do anything for the person. Missy Moo will do anything for the person she's obsessed with at that moment. So for a while, it happens to be Foodie Beauty. I'm scared. I heard she's obsessed with Jessica Muska now. Watch out for Jessica Muska. But she'll do anything for that person. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. And she doesn't think about her family. And I want to say this too. She's posted pictures of my child and basically told me, fuck you. You posted your own kid. You get what you get. And she posts her kids on her channel. Is she insane? She's doxed families. She's posted pictures of people's kids. She said some of the worst things about children and she posts her own kids. Like, she's not okay. She's not okay. She's tried to say things like, because I've had a stroke before, I'm an unfit parent. Like, Missy Moo, like, having a stroke doesn't make me a bad mom. Like, you think you're a good mom when you're sitting in every single Foodie Beauty live stream pretending to be her husband in chats? Doxing families? Like, are you a fit parent? All right, we're gonna move on now. I had to have my moment. I had to have my moment. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I think it's frustrating because like there's certain people that talk so much shit, you guys, like drag me left and right. And everything they're saying they get wrong, but like if I speak up, it's like, "Oh, you shouldn't have said anything. Oh, why are you addressing this?" So it's so hard because like you feel like you can't address things when things should be addressed. Or sometimes things are just so stupid you don't address them, but like I don't know, sometimes I get sick of being like, "Oh, I'll just shut up, I'll let them make a fool of themselves. I'll take the higher road," as they spread malicious slander and horrible lies about me, like, no, like, sometimes I wanna have my moment too. Sometimes. I don't know. And if your mama pisses me off, I'm gonna have my moment with him next because I have so much to say about that guy. Um, yeah, bestie, Missy Moo has some deep-seated issues, I say that respectfully. I really, really think, um, if her family loves her, and I hope that they do. I wish her husband would make her sign off and go get help. Like, and that's not me even being mean at this point. Like, that's like anybody who has seen Missy Moo's channel can tell, like, there's something not right. There's something going on. And like, everybody who's enabling that and like in her chat, "Oh, you're so right, Missy Moo, Missy Moo." And like, no, like, you need to tell her if you care about her or like if you love her or care about her, like, she needs to go get help and log off. Like, after everything she's done and said, like, do you really think she's giving her family her all? Like, she's okay for her family? Do you really think she's healthy for her family to be around? Like, if people care about her Foodie Beauty, if she's really your friend, you should encourage her to go get help and, like, log off for a bit. Um, oh my I hate my nose. That's okay. Like, I know I have it. It's you know what? I've done a lot of drugs and my nose is just it needs if I could afford it, I'd probably get a nose job done. I know I have a deviated septum, and, like, the end part is, like, kinda mush. Like, I've done a lot of drugs. It's not funny, but it's true. So, like, I know I have a messed up nose, like, I know it, but, like, there's nothing I could do about it right now. But thank you. She's very. I hardly ever get to catch a live because I'm on the East Coast, and somebody tends to stream at, like, 3 AM my time. Those are my insomnia nights. I'm sleeping good when I go live during the day. When I'm streaming late at night, it's like I don't know, I go through, like, phases. Anybody else, like I don't take any medication except for one. I take, a night medicine. I take Seroquel to sleep at night. Sometimes it works really well, and then sometimes there'll be phases where, like, it won't work for, like, 2 weeks. And, like, yeah, I still sleep, but it's not like I'm getting, like, 8 to 10 hours or 7 to 8 or 6 it's, like, 4 if I'm lucky on the bad nights. But otherwise, sometimes I sleep really, really well. It's just weird. I don't know, my body's just weird. Um, did I miss something from Sally? Hold on. Come back, Sally. Okay, Foodie is in denial. And yes, Erin, I just saw your comment too. Foodie is in denial. In her past, she's saying Sala and her have a deep connection. The only connection they have is money, business. There is no affection between them, and don't give me this, they can't. Even if they could, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. Even if it was completely acceptable where they were to show PDA, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. I'm not even trying to be cruel right now, but maybe Foodie needs to hear this. Foodie, it's written all over his face. He can't stand you and can't stand to be around you. If you didn't have a YouTube channel, some sort of money, and things like that happening for you, this man would have never chosen you. I'm not even trying to be mean. And it's not because you're fat. It's not because people say you're ugly. I don't even think, I think you have a pretty face. I don't think you're ugly. It's because your soul, your character, your personality is disgusting. That's why people don't like you. But it doesn't help that you don't shower, so he could smell you. Anna, you're here. Okay, sorry. Let me scroll down now. I have never once heard him say, "I love you." Well, I think I can't remember for a fact. I don't want to say I've heard it, but I feel like when she says, "Oh, I love you," or "Oh, thanks, babe," and stuff like that, or says something like trying to be romantic to him, he just kind of laughs her off. So I can't remember if I've heard "I love you" specifically, but I feel like he'll be like, "You too, babe," like, and just like laugh it off, not sincere. Um, does that make sense? Autumn, wait, where did you go? I saw your comment and then you left me. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Autumn, I'm here. I've been lurking a bit. We'll be listening and watching on and off. It's so good to see you. I've missed seeing you. Okay, introduce me to your God. I need that control. I will introduce you to my God. He is a hippie and drives a hippie van, and he listens to Maud's son, and his name is Jesus, but I have a different relationship with Jesus. Like my God, my Jesus that I know is not burn in hell. I'm mad at you. If you like anything other than me, you're going to hell. If you listen to rap, like that's not my Jesus. I don't know. I just think a lot of people know the same God as me, but they take things out of context or here or make God what they want him to be, if that makes sense. They want Jesus and they want God to be angry and hate everybody. And that's just not it. Like the God that I pray to loves everybody and he wants everybody to make it. So that's the God that I know. No, Fab, did I miss you? Yeah, Erin, her personality is as ugly as her inside. Exactly. Um, like Foodie's weight, like, I mean, it's a problem. She shouldn't like everybody is beautiful. Yes. Like I'm not skinny. Like I'm thick. I'm a thick woman. Um, but like she's killing herself daily on camera for amusement, shits and giggles. And it's just I don't know. I don't know. It's not her weight that's the problem. Is it an issue? Is it going to hurt her one day? Probably, but it's her racism. It's her hateful heart. It's her animal abuse. It's just everything other than her weight, if that makes sense. Oh, you heard him say it once? Tally you. Yeah, his face says I hate you. I'm not even trying to be mean. Like, I was rooting for her at one point, but if I lived with her, I'd probably hate her too. Would you want to be around that? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Aaron said, right, Sally? He's sick of her already. That's what I think too. Amber has a healthcare worker. Oh, really? I haven't watched Amber Lynn in a minute. I think the last time I watched her was with you guys. Um, I don't know what's going on with her. I saw a clip, she was crying that she had to wait a year for weight loss surgery. And I remember thinking, like, well, what did you expect? Like, you just say, I want weight loss surgery. So they're going to say, okay, come in tomorrow at 8 a.m. Like, no, like, I think you have to go to therapy and like, there's steps you have to take. So that's really all I knew. I don't know. Is there anything new going on with her? Like, is it worth checking out again? I don't think we can now, but because I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes. But we can watch an Amber Lynn video together if you guys want to. Um, Great way of thinking about God, Breezy. Thank you. You know what? I failed miserably before. Like as far as like trying to get in with religion and like be baptized and like do everything God wants me to. I was miserable and I failed. And no matter what I would do, like I felt like I was being told I was going to hell. By no matter what I was doing. God doesn't like this, God doesn't like that. And I got sick of the BS. Um, the God that I knew or no, the God that I knew, that God is long gone in my memory. The God I know hangs out with the alcoholics, the addicts. He hangs out with everybody. He loves everybody. Like he just wants everybody to make it. Once I stopped caring about what religion expected out of me and what religion had to say God was, I did so much better in life. And I'm just being honest about that. Hayden, hi. Ariana's mama said it's so awkward to watch them interact. You don't have to be a body language expert to see. There's not like you don't have to be an expert. You don't. Like when like I don't know, like when I'm going to the beach and I see couples like laughing and walking and holding hands and whispering in each other's ears or like sharing a blanket and like or not a blanket, a towel. That like a natural chemistry of people who can actually stand each other. Like, it's so obvious. Like, Foodie and him don't have it. And again, Even if PDA was accepted, he still wouldn't. He wouldn't. Um, God does love everybody. Yeah. I got sick of it. I remember like, gosh, going to church and like, oh, if you listen to this kind of music, you're idolizing this person. God doesn't like that. And if God, it became too much. Like, what if God is just happy that you're spreading the word about God? What if God is just happy to see you not drinking yourself to death or drugging yourself to death, and he wants you to tell other people to stop doing it because life is better? Like, what if that's all God wants? Like, for us to realize he died on the cross for our sins, and he just wants us to spread the good word of how much he loves everyone and everything. Like, what if people did that instead of what they're doing now? Like, wouldn't that make more people? I don't know. It's just, ugh. I'll get off my little soapbox or whatever I'm on right now. I don't know. I might have a dick. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. God was hanging out with like the people who needed him. He wasn't judging people, right? Like he was hanging out with the people who genuinely needed him. Um, exactly, Rachel. That's what I believe. All he wants is a relationship with you. And like this isn't going to be like a religious channel. Like I'm not religious at all. Like you will not catch me in church. You just won't. However, I'm spiritual, and every once in a while you might hear like how my relationship is with my God because it's helped me. Like I don't know, there were certain things like always living up to the expectations of Christianity, always living up to the expectations of AA when I got sober. Like what if you find what works for you and you do it and you don't care what anybody else says? Does that make sense? Um DV, Amber's brother has been out of jail for a while and came out sober. That's amazing. See, everybody could change. I know Amberlynn's mom had an addiction problem, and now they're close. Like, Amberlynn has shared her story, and it's rough, and like, but now you see how much she loves and respects her mom today, and it's just anybody could change. You just have to want to. Um, Sally said, just remember, Jim, did I miss you? Hello, Jim. Jim, I see you now. Hi. And Sally said, just remember, Foodie is wearing the hijab. The hijab is a religious attire for Islam. And look at her actions. Not 1% religious. You can be covered in tattoos and a shaved head with piercings. Yeah. It really sucks. Like, I remember at one point, like, I was going through a really hard time. Like, I was having a hard time, like, buying groceries, everything. Like, I was just struggling a lot when I was newly sober. Like, you don't just get, like, money and a house and all this stuff. Like, you get sober and you got to figure shit out, and it could be hard. And I didn't have the best relationship with my baby daddy at the time. So, like, we had joint custody, but when I had my daughter, like, he wasn't helping me in that aspect, if that makes sense. And I was struggling a lot. And this woman that I went to high school with, like, I know she knows I have a channel. I don't know if she'll ever see this. Anyways, she's Muslim, and she reached out to me and shared some of the most beautiful words with me. And I'll never forget that. And then she said, Allah wants me to help you. And she was like, I can't buy nicotine. I can't buy alcohol. And she had like certain things that she couldn't buy me, but she was like, I want to bless you and your daughter, and I want to help you. And she was like, that's who Allah is to me. And I don't know why I'm crying talking about it right now. I'm not even really crying. I'm just kind of tearing up. Like, she's just the most beautiful woman, and I respect her so much. And like, even when I go to her Instagram page, Chachi, are you okay? Hold on, Chachi's. You okay? Got a little cough. Even when I go to her Instagram page, it's like all love and about helping other people and about, it's just love. That's the best way I can describe it. And so it's insane to me when I watch Foodie Beauty wearing the hijab and pretending to be something she's not, like, because the person that I knew, like, just radiated love and God and everything. Like, I actually thought about it too. Like, I'm not a religious person, but I'm like, I want to know, I want to learn more. I want to learn more just because based on that person. And so it's insane to me. Like I said, like Foodie Beauty comes on here claiming she's Muslim, and like she couldn't be more of the opposite, if that makes sense. Like, who does she really help? Like, she takes. She brings people down. I know, Chachi. Yes. Sorry, I was going on my little tangent again. Rachel said, I'm a newborn Christian, and all God wants is for you to love and have a relationship with Him and know that we are not perfect and we need Jesus and know that Jesus has died for us. That's what I believe too. Madam, like, if we believe He's there, does that hurt you at all? If I believe that there's a God listening to me pray, like, how does that hurt or affect you? Like, it may seem insane to you, but sometimes, like, some of us need something to believe in. Some of us, so does that make sense? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't ever knock somebody for believing in something, or I just wouldn't. Exactly. Let people have faith in what they want and feels right to them. I tell people too, like, when you're newly sober, I don't sponsor anything, but like I definitely help people like with advice and stuff like that. Like, if praying to a freaking doorknob helps you and you believe that praying to your doorknob every morning, hey, doorknob, please don't let me drink alcohol. Like, I believe in you. I believe you're going to walk with me throughout the day. Like, pray to your freaking doorknob. Like, if that helps you, I don't know. Let people believe in what they want to believe in. And like I said too, like I went through a thing with religion where I was so resentful with God. Like I still am trying to work some things out. But like, I don't know. Like I would never tell anybody not to believe in God or like make fun of them for believing in what they believe in. Um yeah, she's not even trying. Like it's just insane to me. Like I said, I should I should hit my friend up and like, I don't even want to bother. Never mind. I shouldn't do that because I respect this woman so much. I was going to say I should ask her questions like about foodie, but like I don't want to yuck her life. Like she's such a beautiful person. I wouldn't even want to like, bleh, no. um, Breezy, that's right. Someone shouldn't put down the beliefs of others. Oh, here we go with this again. Hold on, not you, Anna. No, 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 to the no, 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 hell no, fuck no. Stop asking. Thank you. All right. You can have your opinion, but it doesn't mean you should give it. Like sometimes we don't always have to give our opinion. Does that make sense? I'm not even trying to be rude, madam. I'm just saying, like, just because you have an opinion doesn't mean we always have to give it. Like, I have opinions on a million things a million times a day. And if I shared what was on my mind most of the time, like, I probably wouldn't have any friends, family, or a YouTube channel because sometimes, like, my opinions are my opinions, right? But, like, just because I have it in that moment doesn't mean I have to give it. So. Let that be a lesson to us all. Carrie! I didn't just, it was like an hour ago now. I told the chat, so please announce it on your channel too. So our little communities can come together. So Carrie and I are going to be doing a panel tomorrow. We're hoping between like 11 p.m., 12 a.m. So tomorrow would be today's Sunday, Monday, right? Right. So we'll definitely announce it like probably in the mid-afternoon, like when we know for sure a time, early evening. But we're going to be talking about her experience with Shani. And I just want to pick her brain definitely on that because there's so much I don't know. And I think we are also going to maybe in the beginning or the end, we'll work it in somehow. Maybe talk a little bit about like our life and our recovery. And then we will be doing a part 2 over on Carrie's channel. So I hope you guys will tune in for it. I'm so excited. I really respect Carrie. So, yeah. All right, let's see. Soren said, I am also an atheist, but my feeling is that as long as a person's beliefs are kept out of other people's lives, in terms of law and culture, then it's really not my business. I love that way of thinking. I love that way of thinking. Like, as long as what I believe in, like, I'm not. That's another thing too. That's going to go on the whole thing about like religion and schools and stuff. And like, I just don't have the energy to go into that. I think like we should all believe in what we want to believe in, but not force anybody else to believe it. But in that same thing, like if we want to openly pray or do anything, we shouldn't be dogged on either. So I don't know. It's about finding a balance, right? Like believe in what you want to believe in. Don't force anybody else to believe it and don't hurt anybody else in the process. That's kind of what I believe. Madam, at this moment, you're right up there with that Gorlick account that keeps coming in there. Like, I don't know. I think you just want to find a problem. So Have fun. Have a problem. I'm so excited too, Carrie. Oh, fake Lisa Rin is back. My birth daddy did not mention me because he was probably too drunk and forgot about me. So if we're gonna shade me, let's shade the situation. Let's just be real. I also didn't know him. Like we didn't know each other. So I don't know. Like when I die, am I gonna mention him in my obituary? Probably not. Like we'll all be dead, so I won't have any control over it. But mom, Kim, my sister, since we all got doxxed, if you hear this right now in my obituary, like if I happen to pass before all of you, like please, like I guess keep him out too. So there we go. Madam, like, are you one of those people who just has to find an issue with everything? Like, you could be at a party and like everybody's laughing and getting along, and like you'll be the one person that has to have a problem. Like, there's enough cheese, there isn't enough chips here. How can you laugh when like just calm down? I think we'll have so much fun, Jim. I think we'll have so much fun. Um, so yeah, I guess too, like if you have any questions, if you could think of any questions for Carrie and Shani, ask away tomorrow because like I'm gonna be learning a lot too. I don't know everything about Shani. I don't. I'm one of those people that like tune in for a while and then I get sick of her and I go away for a while and then I'll tune in again. And I don't really bother to like go looking for what I missed. Like if I find it and I catch up on it, I did. But but there's a lot I want to know, and like who better to find out with, like, and who better to learn from than Carrie? Thank you, Carrie. Completely agree with what you said. Um, stick your warning. I'm bored of you. Like at this point, madam, like either be cool and hang out or like, I don't know, like maybe go to Gorlick's chat or something. I don't know what to tell you. Rainbow Road, hello. Good to see you. I'm doing well. I'm so excited for it too. I really am. Like I said, I have to tomorrow I'll get with Carrie in like the afternoon, early afternoon or early evening, and then we'll pick like a definite time and then we'll announce it. I want to say it's gonna be like the times that's good for me are like 11 between 11 p.m. And 12. And obviously like it'll go longer than 12 p.m. But I'm trying to think the best times to start would be. Um, Soren said it, Madam, I understand your passion, but this is really not the space for it. Soren, you're so nice. Madam could be Foodie. Foodie or Missy Moo. I mean, DV said, thank you for all the positive, uplifting postings that you do in your community posts. They hit the nail on the head more than you know. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. I kind of stopped posting the positive ones daily because sometimes I'm not feeling so positive. Like I've been going through some stuff. So like I can't fake it, if that makes sense. Like people like to call me fake, but like I would love to be posting a million positive things right now. And like to be honest, sometimes some days are really, really good. Some weeks are really, really good. And some days like kind of suck because like life happens, right? So I'm sure eventually when like I don't know, when I feel more truer to posting positive things, like they'll start again. I hope that makes sense. Yes, I know very little about Shani. Time to learn. I mean, we know all the like basics, right? We know she's an abuser. We know she's a liar. We know she's a scammer. We know a lot. So it's just like the details, the small things, like, and there's a lot of things that like I have questions for that like will tie things together for me. Carrie is an awesome channel, just like yours, breezy, relaxed, and fun. I love Carrie's channel. Um, Ariana's mama said, I too am new to Shani and Rev. I've been catching up today, lol. By the way, Ariana's mama, I know you gave me your name, or you posted it in a reply to Twitter. Do you want us to call you that or Ariana's mama? Um, I know I'm so nosy too, Autumn. Like, I'm so nosy. I'm the nosiest person. Like, I'm the person where something's happening on your street and I'll turn off all the lights in the house and then like peek out the blinds and have it just open enough so I could see out, but nobody could really notice I'm doing it. I'm nosy. I'm nosy. I really think I should have been like, not a journalist or something, but I don't know. Maybe I would have done really well, like working for like TMZ or one of those places because I'm nosy. Um, Anna Maria. Am I Aaron? Wow, lucky me. Yeah, you're in for a treat. It's a wild ride. He misses you, bro. Oh gosh. I so badly want to time you out, but I don't because I respect the troll. I respect you're trying to be a harmless yet annoying troll. Um, I don't care. I don't care. Let's see. Once you go down the shady rabbit hole, you better have it. Oh, I know. You better have a shovel and bring one for a friend. I know. We're team nosy over here, you guys. I don't know necessarily that I'm ever on, like, the people we cover, like, when everybody's choosing sides. I don't really know that I ever believe anybody or am choosing sides with anybody. Like, I'm just team nosy. Does that make sense? Like, I'm never choosing. Some people will be like, "Oh, you covered Monty. You posted a clip of his, or you did this." I'm just like, I'm team nosy. Like, that's what team I'm on. Okay, gotta go. Nice to meet you. It's okay, Sally. We gotta go too. Um, but thank you. Not fake, no. I'm definitely not. People would like to think that, but like I'm 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 more honest than I need to be on here. I'm tell on myself more than I should. I don't know. Like if I'm not feeling something, I don't fake it. I'm honest. They are. Oh my gosh, Erin, I agree. I don't say nosy, I say curious. No, I'm just nosy. I'm beyond curious. Like curious is a cute little name for it, but like I'm beyond curious. My name is Mandy. Okay, so we'll call you Mandy. So you guys, Ariana's mama is Mandy. Oh, it's okay. I just didn't know because some people want to go by their real names and some people want to use their username. So like I just wanted to be sure. Because like you're a member now, so I know we're gonna see you a lot and I want to be sure on what to call you. I like that Curious. It's a very cute name. Curious is a very cute name for it. Like I would call other people curious. However, like I'll just have to refer to myself as nosy because I'm nosy. That should have been my user, just being nosy today. Just nosying today. I don't know. It should have been something like that. Your level of curiosity is crazy. Oh, you guys, I did have a question though. Before we go, I have a weird question. So I kind of started this ASMR channel. Well, I started one a long time ago, like a year ago, but I can't remember how to get back into it. So I started another one. And I just posted like this random Vanderpump Rules video up there just to like get a video up. I think what I want to do is get like a Nora Roberts book or like a romance novel that's not very like well, that sounds stupid. A romance novel that's not very romancy. I don't know, like I want to read a good book together, a good novel, but like not necessarily like 50 Shades of Grey. Like I want like a happy in between. Um and I don't know, like would that be something you guys are interested in, like videos like that? Not on this channel. It would be on my ASMR channel. So it would be like maybe like once or twice a week. I don't have the book yet, so it's not gonna happen like in the next few days, probably within a week or so. But I'm gonna find a good one and it'll be like late night videos too. Like so you could like listen to it as you're falling asleep or like if you want to relax a little bit. So it'll be like a nighttime video. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. Tiger Talks. Personally, I like you better when you're being real and not so syrupy sweet. I don't know what to tell you because sometimes like I'm syrupy sweet. Um, I really am. Like that's not fake. Like people who talk to me in real life, like my best friend Erin on here, Taylor Vaughn, like people who talk to me in real life know like I am sweet, but I'm also sassy and I'm also real. Like I get angry too. I get bitchy too. Like I have all of that. But like sometimes when I'm just being sweet in my videos, I'm in a sweet mood and I'm just genuinely being sweet. I don't walk around pissed off and like wanting to instantly like roast somebody. Like I usually just do that in response to something. So I don't know. Like I think if you like me like this, you would have to just like me in general because I'm a mixture of kind of everything. Garlic Knot is an idiot. The real one or the one in here? Soren said Shani is both a nurse and a doctor because she watches General Hospital. Oh my gosh. Then when was I like a teen mom? Because I grew up like I watched All My Children forever. So does that make me, was I like a mom then? I don't know. Just nosing today. Oh my gosh. Like future channel name where I just want to be nosy and like cover weird things. Like that'll be it. Just nosing today. I don't want to be a part of drama, but I want to hear about it. Oh my gosh, same, Mandy. I don't know. I hate being part of the drama. I'd rather just talk about it. I don't have the time or energy or like the I don't I don't like fighting with people. Like it's not fun for me. Like it's fun going back and forth like shading people for fun sometimes. Like that's fun, but like I don't like being angry like or upset. Like I genuinely hate those feelings. Like I just Aaron said facts, Tiger talks, he's an idiot. Do you love that idea? Okay, I was kind of embarrassed because like I don't know, I'm like people are going to make fun of me that I want to read romance novels and stuff, but like not even necessarily just that. Like I don't know, like I like romance novels where like I don't know, somebody gets killed, unfortunately. That's the books I kind of like. So we need like I don't know, like I was kind of embarrassed. I don't want people like to be like, "Oh, she wants to read 50 Shades of Grey." But like at the same time, like who cares if I did want to read that? Like I don't know. I just kind of want to have a channel where I could be free and read the stuff I want to read and um I don't know. Does that make sense? Sounds good to okay. So maybe I'll share the channel. I shared it for the members only. So if you're a member, you could go back and look. But once I get the video up, it'll be like within 7 days because I got to go find the right book. The right book. It has to be the right book. So I guess when I upload it, I'll just share it on the channel, but it'll be like a late night video kind of channel, and it'll definitely be romancy type books. So romance, murder, mystery type thing. Um, Oh, bestie. I know that's why we're best friends because we're both nosy. Such a fun, relaxing channel. I'm glad you like it, Soren. Well, no, I liked 50 Shades of Grey. I've read the books, I've watched the movies. I'm a fan. Um, I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I think we would have to work. Like, I'm not against it. I just didn't want to like be known as like the raunchy romance channel right off the bat. I think I wanted to like have a moment where we like work up to something like that. If that makes sense. But too, I really like Nora Roberts. So I think I just want to look for a book. Do you guys have any Nora Roberts recommendations? I want to go look at maybe like Barnes and Nobles. Sam's Club, I think, has some books. Um, but I want to find the right one. Not too much romance, but just enough. And maybe it doesn't even have to necessarily be Nora Roberts. This is specifically what I'm looking for. Romance with a bit of murder mystery and like a really good storyline. Like one you can like you fall into, if that makes sense. So if you guys know any books like that, let me know. Misery. We could read Misery. We can do that. But we got to start off. Let's start off one thing at a time first because like in my head I'll start planning all these things and then I'll like burn myself out before I even start it. So I'm going to pick up a book. If you guys know any books like that sound like what I described, we'll read that. And I will have a video up in the next 7 days and we'll start from there. And if you guys like it, then you can tell me like, let's do Misery once we finish a book or let's do 50 Shades once we finish Misery. Does that make sense? Yeah, Aaron. Okay, you can share it now. Yeah, the not the old one that I can't get into. The one that I just started. Like I said, it's just a Vanderpump Rules video up. Just I like Vanderpump Rules and I was curious and I was nosy and I put it up too just to see like how it would be. But that's not going to be like the main content. Like I really want to get back into reading books and especially like I don't know, I just think it would be fun. When my daughter was really young, she told me Grandma read Roman. And I'm like, what? Grandma knows how to read Roman? She said again. Then it occurred to me she meant romance novels. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's the cutest story ever. Um, Stephen King. I remember what was the first. So I don't know like every book and every movie by him, but I know enough. There's this car one. I can't remember what it's called, you guys, with the red car. And I love that movie. What is the name of it? Is it called like Sherry or Sharon or it's like a woman's name, right? It's an old school romance book, but I've been obsessed for years. Pearl Maiden by H. Rod. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Where did I put my phone? I was going to take a screenshot. Oh, there we go. Sorry. I could just type it out and be lazy, but I mean, be productive, but I'm going to be lazy instead and take a literal picture with my phone. Pearl Maiden. Okay. I will look for it. No, not the 12 pounds, but thank you for reminding me about that because I need to do a mukbang or like I'm gonna do a healthy style, healthy-ish style on there. Once the kitchen's done. I can't really do anything until the kitchen's done because I can't go live in the living room because everything that's in the kitchen is in the living room. I can't go live from my bedroom right now because everything that didn't fit in the living room is also in the bedroom. I can't go live in the kitchen because it's being remodeled. So like I have nowhere to do anything right now other than I can read because you guys won't see me. You'll just hear my voice. Christine, that's it. Where did I get Sherry or Sharon? Christine. I'm gonna go look for that book. I don't know that I really want to read that. I remember I liked the movie a lot. So that was unanimous. I loved that. So many people knew right away. I love that, you guys. All right. I think I am going to go for now, but I'm really excited that you guys are excited about the ASMR channel because I was a little worried. I was a little embarrassed, but I was just gonna kind of go for it. And if you guys found me, then you guys found me. But you know what? I'll just go for it. Who cares? If people make fun of me because I'm reading a romance novel, I don't care because I would be reading one anyways. So the Christine novel is I'm gonna look for it. Are you a Stephen King nut? I know like certain things. Like I don't want to say I'm like the biggest fan or anything because there's people who are literally like have read every book and everything. But I'm a fan of what I've saw and what I've read, so I'm definitely into reading more. Um, if it's hold on, I'm sure you have it right, Erin. I'm on StreamYard, so it won't even show me really what the link says. If I go to my subscriptions, because I am subscribed to myself, I think I could find it. Hold on. Oh my gosh, Tammy Lemon uploaded. How is she doing, you guys? I hope it's Relax with Breezy ASMR. I might be changing the name. I don't know. Maybe it should be like Read with Breezy or like Romance with Breezy. I don't know. We got to figure out a name for that channel, but that's what it is for right now. All right. Jasmine said, God loves everyone. We are all sinners and God forgives each and every one of us. Very true. Very true. All right. I got to go or else I'll keep staying on here talking and that's just what I do. I talk a lot. So thank you guys, everyone, for hanging out with me. This was really fun. A breeze and romance. Oh, you guys, I kind of like that. It kind of describes like all of my romance. A breeze and romance. It's been a breeze. It was over in a breeze. It was there, then it left. That's pretty much describes it all. All right, you guys have a great day, great evening wherever you are. Look for the community post tomorrow saying when me and Carrie are going live. I hope to see you guys there. If you can't make it there, like please comment on the replay so I know you've seen it. I'm so excited, so I know you guys will love it too. All right, you guys, see you soon. Bye, everybody. I love it too, Anna. All right, bye.